Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Backsport Boxing. Now, man, the middleweight division's getting real interesting now. There's a big controversy with Triple G and Canelo and drug testing going on. And the last remaining champion that is not Triple G is Billy Joe Saunders, man. He's the only thing keeping Billy Joe Saunders away from greatness, right? By that, I mean having all four titles in the middleweight division. Now, this is really big news, man. Hopefully, the Canelo Triple G fight does not happen, and Triple G goes for Billy Joe Saunders. This is the fight that people look back in history to see who became lineal champion. You know, it's always a big deal to see what made a fighter great. You know, when you look back in history, you look back and you see a guy who had all four titles. You're like, okay, who were these four title guys he beat, right? You start looking one by one. And Billy Joe Saunders has the potential to become lineal champion, man. You know, he's two shades away from being one of the greatest middleweights of all time if he can get past Triple G, man. Now, Billy Joe Saunders is one of those great fighters, man. Phenomenal fighter. And oh yeah, shout out to Hands Down, Man Down Boxing Group, man. Shout out to Reese Pace, man. My guy, man. The big dog, man. I like that guy. Real cool guy. From the UK, man. Really big Billy Joe Saunders fan. Really cool friend of mine, man. I thought I'd shout him out real quick. But back to boxing. Back to boxing. Billy Joe Saunders is a phenomenal fighter, man. A lot of people doubted him in the fight with David Lemieux, and he basically just made David Lemieux look like nobody. You know, he made him look really one-dimensional. It was hard to watch David Lemieux get embarrassed like that. Very hard to watch. It was sort of embarrassing. You know, David Lemieux couldn't deal with Billy Joe Saunders' movement and patience. He was just moving and boxing him really well. I mean, it was embarrassing. There's times in that fight where Billy Joe Saunders would hit him with a jab. He'd be in position to hit him with a jab. He hit him with a jab, and David Lemieux would try to come back with the same jab, and he would just move back. And he was basically doing that all night. There's times in that fight, I forgot what round, where Billy Joe Saunders like went and hit him with the uppercut, and then David Lemieux was on his back foot, just getting hit with combinations, and it was pretty bad, man. I thought Billy Joe Saunders, while he beat him bad, I really thought Billy Joe Saunders was toying with him, man. I really don't think he gave 100% in that fight. He probably gave 80%, and he completely embarrassed and almost knocked out David Lemieux. You know, Billy Joe Saunders is a phenomenal fighter, and I really don't think we've seen the best of Billy Joe Saunders yet. You know, we've seen him step up against David Lemieux, which on paper is his hardest fight, but he made that look so easy. You know, he made that look so easy. So, you know, Billy Joe Saunders has the opportunity to fight Triple G very soon, in my opinion. You know, Triple G has been vocal about Canelo failing these tests, and I really hope that Canelo fight doesn't happen. Even if it does happen, you know, whether it be Triple G or Canelo, whoever wins, they're going to end up fighting Triple G sooner or later, right? And whoever wins is going to have all three of those belts still. So Billy Joe Saunders still has a chance to become the greatest, man. And the way it's looking, Canelo Alvarez has a trouble with boxers. We've seen it time and time again. When he fought Erislandy Lara, fight I thought he lost. When he fought, you know, Floyd Mayweather, fought he lost. You know, Billy Joe Saunders beat him. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster, and he hits harder than all those fighters. Same thing with Triple G. He has a problem with guys who can hit and move, you know, or guys who can stand and bang. Think of Daniel Jacobs. While Daniel Jacobs has a high knockout ratio, he was boxing and moving. And the thing is, Triple G was having problems with Daniel Jacobs when he went southpaw. And he did it like, that's not even his first style. It's like he did it just because it'll give him more distance to throw his shots. So he's not even a natural southpaw. So if you think of a Billy Joe Saunders in there, if that was Billy Joe Saunders who fought Triple G that night, Billy Joe Saunders would have all four belts right now. You know, easy. So Billy Joe Saunders is a phenomenal fighter, man. You know, it's his style to fight southpaw. It's his style to box and move, and he hits really hard. It's incredible, actually. So Billy Joe Saunders, he's in the brink, man. He's in the brink of becoming the greatest at middleweight, at least of this era. And he's gonna have a long reign. Man's incredible. People need to start paying attention to him. You know, the only problem with Billy Joe Saunders Probably it's just him being active. That's about it. But the guy is clearly on another level in talent, you know. So I would really love Billy Joe Saunders too. I mean, he had a fight in North America when he fought in Canada. So he has fought in North America, but he hasn't fought in America yet. You know, maybe he needs to be fighting in New York or something, get his name out there, you know, because he's a talent that people would love to see, right? He's not one of those quiet boxers who just beats you and smiles and say, "Oh, good fight, mate." Nah, 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 nah. He's talking that trash. He's talking that smack. You know, really good fighter. You know, if you guys forgot, man, Billy Joe Saunders at once upon a time when he was going to fight, he was going to defend one of those titles, the WBO title, and he was going to fight one guy, Cortite, I think. I think that was his name, but he was like a drug lord. You know, he was selling drugs, he was smuggling kids, and Billy Joe Saunders was talking trash to that guy. Billy Joe Saunders didn't give a fuck, man. He talked that trash to that guy. He did, and he, you know, Billy Joe Saunders was gonna fight a drug lord, and most likely, let's be honest, Billy Joe Saunders was gonna destroy that guy. Billy Joe Saunders was gonna destroy that guy. No one really gave that guy a chance. They called this guy Mini Mike Tyson, but Billy Joe Saunders would probably embarrass him, you know. So man, Billy Joe Saunders is really a beast. He's fighting. He was gonna fight drug lords and stuff until that guy got caught. You know, I wish he beat him first and then he got caught. That'd been crazy, but it didn't happen. But they were gonna fight until they figured out this guy was doing all these illegal activities. But Billy Joe Saunders is a monster, man. And people who probably need to make a documentary on this guy because the stuff he went through. You know, he used to live in a trailer and now he's, you know, has a Ferrari and he's living that life now because, you know, rags to riches, man. That is Billy Joe Saunders, rags to riches. Really like Billy Joe Saunders, man. One of my favorite fighters. I do think he has a chance to become the greatest at middleweight, at least in this era, to get these 4 titles. Because when I look at Canelo Alvarez and I look at Triple G, they sort of have the same weaknesses. And I've seen them basically get exposed. When one guy actually got a loss, pure boxer, and Floyd Mayweather, and a gift decision against Erislandy Lara. And Triple G, let's just say he got a draw at best with Daniel Jacobs. And I really thought he lost that fight. So, you know, Billy Joe Saunders being a natural southpaw, he would just beat Triple G. And Canelo Alvarez, he just has a problem with boxers in general. Billy Joe Saunders would be the biggest, strongest fighter he's fought. It's crazy because usually David Lemieux comes in when he fights fighters, you know, former middleweight champion David Lemieux. The thing is, he comes in pretty heavy. And he made, when Billy Joe Saunders and David Lemieux fight, Billy Joe Saunders dwarfed David Lemieux, man. He made him look small compared to Billy Joe Saunders. So Billy Joe Saunders is one of those fighters that people sleep on, man. It's just because he's inactive, like I said. But he's really a great fighter. And he's called out Triple G multiple times. So we're going to see how all this happens, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, man. You guys think Billy Joe Saunders is 2 shades away from being undisputed at 160? Because I think so, man. If he gets his fight, man, I got him winning this fight. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is The Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.